This is the John S. Thompson Bridge over the River Maas. In English sometimes we use the French word Maas, at Graaf, or Graaf, in the Netherlands, written grave. And this was captured on the first day of Operation Market Garden. And we've got here a memorial to the person who captured it, which was opened by his, or unveiled I should say, by his widow, who, Phyllis, so Phyllis Thompson. Oh, that's an unusual bite. In 2004. And so her husband had been dead then for 16 years. I think he died in 1988. But what I'm going to do now is show you a little bit here at the monument, and I'm going to read it to you while you can have a look at the bridge. So, on the 17th of September 1944, E Company, divided across 11 C-47 Sky trains, had been given the mission to take the south side of the Maas Bridge at Graaf. As a result of jumping too early, most of E Company landed in the village of Velp and its surrounding vicinity. In the leading aircraft, Lieutenant Thompson saw, while standing in the open doorway of a C-47, that they were flying over the built-up area of Velp and decided to wait. Once above open ground, the remaining paratroopers jumped and landed in the Maas polder area close to the objective, the Maas Bridge at Graaf. Completely cut off from the rest of the unit, the decision was made to start the mission. After heavy fighting, the south side of the bridge was taken. The mission completely successful without sustaining any losses. Once the area on the north side had been captured, Colonel Tucker was informed that bridge number 11 is ours. With 15 men, Lieutenant Thompson achieved what had been assigned to an entire company. The name John S. Thompson Bridge was unveiled by his wife, Mrs. Phyllis Thompson, Graaf, on the 17th of September 2004. Now, I'd just like to make this point. If everybody in this mission had behaved in the same way as Lieutenant Thompson did on that day, the mission could well have been a success. I know there's many things at Market Garden which could have gone wrong, and I appreciate that. And certainly one of the things which can easily go wrong is where people land. I mean, it's not like today where you sort of land by a helicopter exactly where you want. So, for example, here, I mean, at Velp, it was he lost the rest of his company, but he attacked. It's only 16 of them. They captured the southern end of this bridge. You can see how important the bridge is as well. Look how long it is. It's longer than the Arnhem Bridge. Now, many excuses have been made for the reason, or many reasons I should say, have been given for the failure of Market Garden, but in my opinion, the reason for the failure of this operation, above all, lies with the failure to capture the Nijmegen Bridge, the next major bridge up there. It's about, what, 10 kilometers in a northward direction, the Nijmegen Bridge over the Vaal River. And that was because when the Americans landed at Grossbeek Heights, they didn't give priority to capturing the bridge. It sounds ridiculous now. They allowed the bridge and the town of Nijmegen to be reinforced. They lost all surprise. And this is the reason. Now, in this case, if Lieutenant Thompson had behaved in the same manner, maybe this bridge wouldn't have, the southern end anyway, wouldn't have been captured. It was captured because he acted as he was trained to act, using his initiative. And unfortunately, General Gavin, who should have done exactly the same thing, and stormed off into the town of Nijmegen and captured the bridge, and then worried about securing his landing grounds and other objectives. The Grossbeek Heights, as you can see in other films I've done, are not particularly high in any case. It wasn't particularly easily defendable. Had it been attacked by tanks, as it happened, it wasn't being attacked by anything. So this bridge has rightly been named after Lieutenant Thompson. I'll just point out one or two other things we've got here. We've got a couple of casemates, you can see one there. This bridge itself, incidentally, was built in 1929, and it was destroyed on the 10th of May 1940 by the Dutch when they were on the German invasion of that day. So it was destroyed quite quickly. It was only about, what, 10 kilometers or so from the German border, so they destroyed it. But bear in mind, this is a north-south crossing, so the enemy's coming from the east. Then it doesn't make that much, doesn't help all that much. It was rebuilt by the Germans, and so it was standing on in 1944. A couple of points I do have to make, of course, is that the armies, the land part of the attack was held up, and I have to make that very clearly. Say very clear. For example, it's Son, which I've also filmed. It's held for a very long time, and you can see that in the film, the 1978 film. Which I think this actually covers this very, very well. So in 2019, this year, there's going to be a lot of celebrations to mark the 75th anniversary here in the Netherlands. And when you follow this route, you think that nothing else had ever happened in Dutch history. It is commemorated so well here. So it's fantastic how people in this country, not only the gratefulness they show, but also the way they recall what happened. Now, I can't say I've seen this in any other country to this extent. So my absolute appreciation for what people in the Netherlands have done to remember this. I've done lots of films on Market Garden. Please have a look at them as well. If they haven't been posted yet, I'll get round to it sometime in the future.